Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Derail Valley. We're continuing on from where we started last time. Last time we picked up a couple of log deliveries for the sawmill from the Forest Central. Today we're going to deliver them down to the sawmill, and we'll stop in Forest South to see if there's anything else going to the sawmill. So that's the plan from today, from Forest Central down past the farm, down through Forest South, down to the sawmill. Let's get cracking. How do we get out? Our train is over here. So we still have a logistical haul. So that one's going to the sawmill. Oops. This is logs going there. And this one is also logs. Cool. So it's not the longest delivery we've ever had, but reasonably long. Oops. Okay, so he's running. The second one isn't running. We'll have to turn it on. I don't think we'll need both operating, but we may do. Okay, let's go. Let's stand in our cockpit here. We want our brakes off. We'll let the brake pressure build up. And then once it's built up, we will get going. Move it to forward. I think we're probably going to be best to stand up for this first part. Because we'll be looking like out the side window. Okay, our brake pressure is up. Let's give it some throttle. In case you're wondering, I do record these potentially far in advance. So I do thank everyone that has subscribed or commented or liked videos in the meantime. I do appreciate it. That you've decided to stop by and show some love. I think we're going to keep it at about 30 through this twisty section here. Just because if we don't, I feel like something will go wrong. I think we've got everything moving. If we see some, it'll be hard to see empty cars in the back there. We'll just believe they're over there. Okay, let me look around the corner. It's almost kind of like driving. Like you're not looking directly ahead, you're looking where you plan to go. So we are eventually going over there, just seeing what's happening in the meantime. Admittedly, for a train on tracks, there's only really one way it can go, which is to follow the tracks. Until we get to some points and junctions and whatnot. This doesn't feel like it's uphill, but when we decelerated, our speed did definitely, let off the throttle, our speed did definitely drop. Which makes me wonder if one of those other things does actually have a problem. Okay, these logistics cars are going to B1S. And what do we have here? Logs going to C3I. The other logs B3I. And what does it look like down there? Sawmill. So we'll come in the sawmill from the south here. So there's C and B. I think we were going C3I, B, B, B. Okay. So there's just the two input lines. B3, C3. A just looks like it has some passenger stops. Wait, where are we taking B1S? Oh yeah, okay. B1S. And that's C4. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, we got a plan for when we get there. We just gotta travel down there first. We should see which order these are in. Let's. So 86 is the front one. Definitely don't want to be going too fast down here. So 86, which one's 86? 86 is the short job. Going into C. So that means the two B jobs are at the rear of the train. Okay, we do want to slow this down. This corner is a corner that I derail on because it is super sharp. Oh, we forgot to turn our lights on. So now it's just the residual brake pressure keeping us at this speed. We'll slightly brake a bit more just to maintain around 40. Otherwise, this is the speed we want to keep coming down this hill. It's quite tempting to just let it roll for you, but you do pick up speed very quickly. It's much steeper than it looks. There's the farm, there's tractors in there. What's that, like grain of some sort? And then just some regular old cargo. None of that looks particularly interesting. Not when we've got timber. We just want to keep our speed down around 40. Especially since the rear of the train will still be going through that low speed section. So we can see that our flatbed cars are on the end there. I had no doubt that we'd remembered to attach them, but you know, sometimes you forget weird things. Alright, we're out on the main line here. Let's throttle this up a bit. Excellent. I was about to say, look at all the birds up in the air there, but it's not, it's just the windscreen is dirty. Okay, let's give her some juice. And we want to change these points. And our speed around the corner is 50. So we'll go to 60 and then just let it roll. Because there's like an uphill here. Bring back the throttle in a little bit so it keeps some momentum. Look at it go around the corner. A bit more. Keep this momentum going. So we can get up the hill okay. Oh, we were starting to get wheel slip. We very rarely get wheel slip in the diesel engines. Oh, the 6 in these big boys. Is this second one wheel slipping? Whoops. Just sounded like they were. Alright. We will need to change the junction around here. This one. Because we normally go left to the harbour. Today we're going straight to the south end. I think it's only 70 through here. It's only 60 on the right path. Let's just let a bit of speed roll out then. Then we'll pick it back up. I think it's only 70 along like that section over there. Yeah, when we get to this corner, then you can open it up a bit to go faster. So nice to look around and see the things we've got here. Let's slow down because this corner is about 70. We're doing about 80. Don't remember seeing a sign though. Maybe the limit on this corner has gone up a bit. By the way, we're traveling pretty alright. So we've got this next one. Yeah, this one here. So in this like mountainy bit. Come out the other side. Cool. Look at that log there, just like chilling. Now we're coming up to Forest Central. So we do want to... Oh gee, that got here a lot quicker than I expected. It doesn't. Wait, is there literally nothing here? A couple of logistics stuff that look like they need to be shunted. Not even worth stopping. Not even worth stopping. We slowed down to have a look around and there's nothing here. Oops. Look at them. So we'll just keep going. That are probably going into the like C4, whichever one it was. Yeah, this guy here. No thanks. Right, we're back up over 50, which was what it recommended through here. Got 60 downhill. A junction ahead. Oh, this is the junction from, like if you're coming from the harbour and taking the long scenic route. Sure. But it still said about 60 down here. Alright, so we can keep going. We're just going down the hill. We need to maintain our speed. Not let it get away from us. Wow, 20 if we're going left. We're not going left, but gee, that's slow. Why is it... Oh, I guess it is a fairly tight radius corner. And we've got 50 more downhill. Just maintain our speed on the brake here. That's all we have to do. 30. Don't remember it needing to go that low, but let's slow it down. Right, we don't need to go... Look, we don't need to go all the way down to 20. 30 is fine. So this is one of the things that comes with managing the train brake. It's slower to activate and slower to deactivate, but it's a much more powerful brake once it's going. The independent brake, like just the brake for the locomotive, will start and stop immediately, but it's not as strong. And you wouldn't stop a full train like this with it. You need something stronger, which is where the train brake comes in. But with that strength comes something that's harder to control. This little siding here. This is where you pick up the hand cart, I think. Or was this the caboose you could pick up down here? I don't remember. You pick up one of them down here. I can't believe we made it through there without anything jumping the tracks. I'm sure I've done it in the past, but it's so rare that it feels like this is the first time. Even if it's potentially not. How are we going at that corner? I can't even see. Yeah, we really can't see now. Let's just keep chilling this beat a bit longer. We use the map. Okay, that should be okay down there. Without using our caboose, which we've left over here in the harbour a couple of episodes ago, it's mostly just learning how long you think your train is roughly. I mean, you could measure it out on the map. I'm too lazy for that. But in theory you could. And it just gives you an idea of where the rear of your train is. Because just because the front of the train is in a high-speed section doesn't mean that the back over there is. Okay, we want to go left here. And we only want to be doing 40. Okay, we're gonna jump on those brakes, something crazy. So we went full brake, and now we're just letting its pressure rebuild back again. It will stop us quickly, but we now get this intermediate phase where the brake is still active because it's rebuilding brake line pressure. But we're below our targeted speed because we needed to get down there quickly. I didn't realize that corner was 40. I thought it was 50. We were still going way too fast for 50 anyway. That's not going to make too much difference whether it's which one it was. We still were going way too fast. Now we said down here we had to go into platform B first, which in the sawmill is to the right, and then we'll come out and push back to go into platform C. We don't have any brake on. Why are we still losing so much speed? I don't think we're in I mean, we're still losing speed. That makes me think something is not right back here. I'm just looking for any wheels that... Oh yeah, there. Okay, so we did have one jump the tracks. Alright, get in there. Okay, we want to stop. It would have been okay if we'd already paired this. We hadn't. So we needed to run back. Yeah, so this guy jumped the tracks. Gotta fix him up. Okay. Now, in reverse. Brake off. Throttle on. Just to push these back a bit. So it's recoupled. Oh wow, we had another one off as well. Any more while we're back here? Here I was talking up how well we were doing and we weren't doing that great. Alright, let's go back forward. Make sure that everything at the back here starts moving, because then it's all connected. Okay, so it's changed direction, which is good. Let's make sure everything is still on the tracks. They're all okay. These look all okay. But we're gonna have to get to the other side. These look okay. Okay, so it was two that we had down. That explains why we're losing speed so quickly. Right, let's keep this guy moving. I often have sections, like difficulties with that through the section. I start going too quickly because I think, oh yeah, she'll be right, mate. And then it's not right. Wow, fuel's getting down a bit. We're at what's that, about a third. Okay, so we're coming up to 40 in junction. That'll be the junction for the sawmill. And that's the one that we want to go right on. Yeah. We'll have to look here to see if we can drive through 3i, through 4L, or whether we have to go through 3i and come back. Having to go through and come back would kinda suck, but we want to go right, please. We also want to slow down a bit. Okay, so what have we got over here? Oh, it's all empty. So we can go right here. Let me click right. That will take us right into 4L. Let us drop the empty cars back there off. I don't understand why it wants empty cars. I guess it wants the empty cars here without the log retainers. Log retainers here as a logistical load would make no sense. Like coming here, because it would have taken the logs off of them. We want the flatbed ones for like putting a shipping container on to send stuff out. That makes way more sense. Way more sense. Can we see on this side? We can a bit. Can't see our speed though. Right, so we're looking to get those flatbed cars. Of course it would come back this way. Alright, we're just gonna go remote style. Slow down. Stand on the front one and go for a ride. There's the sign. The sign is up there. I think it was in line. Go with the next one. Still got a bit further to go. This was a lot of empties bringing in. Bring it in. There we go. Smash the brake on. Oh, while we're here, we'll let the brake off as well. So that it can start repressurizing while we're waiting here. Now we'll go forward. Excellent. One down. We need the rear of our train to come past this next signal. So we can push this other guy, 97, back in. 97 was all of our timber logs. Don't need to go too fast. That'll do. Reverse, and it's not coming back. Move this. Sometimes when I'm on foot, I like to just actuate them by hand rather than using the remote dealy. Just because we're already there. Now 97 I think comes up to this one. Yeah, that's 97, and this one is like 86 or yeah. So this is this one. That's where we want that one to be fully back on that siding. Just this one we have to take around here to 3i. Yeah, look, there's our timber planks that are going to the lumber mill probably. We're at the lumber mill. Going to goods factory. Maybe they'll go to machine factory. Probably goods factory. If I had to guess, it would be goods factory. Maybe machining. Certainly not the food processing one. What are they putting timber in food for? That would make no sense. Right. Let's decouple this one. Forward. Gun it. We've got to get this guy over there. So I have to go out and then reverse all the way back. I feel like making stations in real life, you probably wouldn't make them like this, where you're delivering to two sides. I don't know. Maybe you would. You want to go left, you want to go right. To get us in there, okay. I forgot how quickly we accelerate now with most of our terrain gone. Like it was all in that collection of timber. Even reversing going uphill. We need to... Yeah, that's 3 eyes. Yep. Come back here to our locomotive. I just like to stand here so that I can see a bit easier. Mostly because I like to be, especially with the longer ones, make it like precisely right at the end. Because this one's so short, I really don't care that much. We'll put this in forward for later. Let's decouple this boy. Got there. Now we'll hand in all of the paperwork. I've had this one a while. What? B1S. Oh no, I put them in B4. What an idiot. What an idiot. Okay, we'll hand these other ones in. Because they're done okay. We'll just use this. Let's go and stop these. So there's actually a stop handle in here. This one. Our start engine button also stops it. This one's a throttle. Okay. You want switch 1, 2, master, power, forward, brakes off. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Can't believe we put that in the wrong side. What an idiot. We need our lights on here. Oh, they don't work. A cab light. And we want this to come back to B4L. We need to turn that so we come back into B1. Look through the door here. Make sure we get her lined up. So silly putting it in the wrong place. Why won't you? Hello? Fine. You. Brakes, please. That's no good because that's for the other one. We're gonna go forwards. Give me some throttle. We should pair this over here now. I'll come and stand at the back up here. Since this is where we'll have to direct everything from. Still can't believe we put this in the wrong siding. I shouldn't be surprised. We've certainly done it many times before. When I've been playing on stream. The link for that's down in the description. Or if I've just been playing myself. Like offline or whatnot. Okay. Thank you. And then you go back there. Reverse. We're just gonna pay whatever fees there are on this thing. Not worry about manually servicing it. Not all the way down here. Especially since there's no servicing hub here. We could have to drive it up to City Southwest. Ain't nobody got time for that. Now we're gonna come and stand up here. Now we're going into B1S. That makes more sense because I was confused why it was going into... I think my brain had just stopped working at that point. If I'd read the signs at the other end, I would have gone, oh yeah, that's not right. Oh well, here we are. Let's decouple it. Let's have a look down here and see how we went. Oh, wow, this is way long compared to that other loading siding. Oh, we need to stop the engine running. Now we'll come back to the shop. Now will you let me turn this in? There we go. 86 minutes. To be fair, we didn't bring it here directly. What about these other two? 34 with 25 time. I don't feel like we were that slow, but possibly we were. Oh, this was the one that we damaged. 2,700. Is that like 16% or something? We'll pay these fees. 000. Is it numbered? Is this one really 000? Look at that. Yeah, so fixing that, other than costing us time, cost us $700. Wallet. We don't care, we've got 5 million. What, $700, but still. Okay. Down here, yeah, going up to the goods factory. That's shunting. Those two will be shunting the things we just brought back. And what's this one? Taking empty logging cars back to goods factory. No, we don't need to do that. We do need to get our locomotives out of here though. So we might go from here, travel up to City Southwest, service them, and then we'll see if there's any interesting jobs there. We don't need both running here. We need to restart it. So flick our 3 power switches, the master switch, come outside, turn out on. We do want to repair here. Oh, that's repair, not repair. It's like pair the remote with this locomotive, not fix any damage that the locomotive has. Interestingly, they're both spelt the same. R-E-P-A-I-R. I wonder why the repair, like fix things, is spelled that way. It's really loud out here. Yeah. Let's just keep standing in the cabin then. You see some, like, look how nice that is to look at. Still not. I've said it many times before. It's not the most visually appealing game, but the graphics aren't bad. But it's definitely super fun to play. And on my lists of reasons to play a game, having something be super fun is way more important than it being like drop dead gorgeous to look at. I mean, having both is even better. Unfortunately, when I'm recording here, I can't have super high quality and record at the same time. What are we running in here? 10 series, GTX 1070. It's a few years old now. It was good when it came out, and with what's available at the moment, it's still running perfectly fine. But it's definitely my next component in my upgrade cycle to get done. We had new like rest of my PC beginning of last year. And then, like, I normally have about a 4-year cycle. Graphics card and other peripherals 1 year, the next year is nothing, the following year is CPU, motherboard, RAM, etc., like the rest of the system, and then another nothing year, and then it's back to like the GPU year. I don't even remember when I picked up this bad boy. Just all kind of blurs into the past now. A few years ago anyway. It's ready for an update. But not at current GPU pricing. The reason I upgrade the hardware like that is just because I'm generally buy top of the line stuff each time, or something near there if the performance isn't too different, and then it just lasts at that higher peak performance for a bit longer. Just how I prefer to do it, rather than doing it and instead of doing the whole thing at once by splitting the CPU and GPU, you get like just a lower cost each or every second year. Over 4 years the cost is the same, but it's not massive chunk in 1 year and then 3 years of zero. It's half and then nothing, then another half and then nothing. Just how I prefer to do it. I know other people who prefer to do the whole system at once. It lets them like set and forget it. I tend to tinker more than that, so I don't get that same level of just forget and leave it. This trip's turned into story time. Not even about this game, but it is a super fun game. As I said earlier, especially since I don't have everything turned up to max, graphics isn't the best you'll see out there, but the gameplay is certainly super duper fun. I mean, you just get to... you get to drive wherever you want on the map, taking whatever you want. Especially, like, since we've upgraded got all the upgraded licenses, and we can kind of do whatever we want, whenever we want. We want to go left here to get to the city. We can, like, do things like we did today, or the last couple of episodes, where it's like, yeah, we're gonna take a whole bunch of random stuff from here to here and then back to here, and still get paid for all of it. Whereas in the beginning, when you don't have like the multi licenses, you don't have the long engine licenses, you can't do that. You're a bit more restricted. Now we're going to... we're actually going to go like out and around. It's like out this way and then reverse back in and come into the repair station that way, just so that we're facing like out when we go to leave. I mean, I generally add a compressor to game audio just to stop it getting too loud. And we'll see how handle. No, we won't break off. We'll see how it handles this stage where it's just really loud in the background. It's loud for me listening, and like looking at the recording meters, they come through about the same with my voice and our revved up engine. Whereas when it's idling, it's like way more acceptable. Like the relative levels of the two. And that's the kind of random tinkering we do. So I record game audio on a separate audio channel to my vocal audio, so that I can control the relative levels independently during post-processing. What is that? It's trailer. I have to go and look at that. It looked like the tanks, but in the gondola. I think that should be okay for the second one. Yeah, like, it looked like these tanks in the gondola. Maybe it was just the angle. Get up there. Oh, they're just the way they're stacked side by side. Look at all these cars to be shunted. Ain't nobody got time for that. Let's come back here and fix this boy. No engine damage. Oh, slight wheel damage. No body damage. Used a bit of oil, not a load. Fuel, half. That's reasonable. Okay. Oh, we have to pay. And we'll reverse back to get the second. It'll look like our lead locomotive. I've done that too many times, like go into a coffee shop, like especially since COVID, where you'll come in and, like, rather than order at the table and pay in advance, they'll make us go in and sit down and then order at the table. come in order and then walk out because I've forgotten to pay. And then you're walking back a bit later when I remember. Wow, 3/4 used. Yeah, walk back in a bit later and like, I forgot to pay, sorry. Here's your money. It's always a bit awkward. So yeah, it used like half as much fuel, but we did use it for a lot of our smaller shunting jobs. Right, pay that bill. And let's come over to the office over here. We'll pay our emissions bills. So that 640 is all of our emissions. 919 all of our emissions. What do we have here? Steel mill. Only the steel mill. Oil well central. Which one is that? Oil well central. It's this middle one here. That's where we were going to go next. That's got me intrigued. 68. Where is that sitting? Is it? Yeah, it can't be that. Is it this awkward one sitting in here? Like behind this other gondola? Yeah, it is. Look, more of them at the back. Yeah, so this is what we'll probably take next time. This boy right here. I'll back up to oil well central. That's probably what we'll do next time. But we finally, this episode delivered all of our timber that we picked up. We picked up stuff down here in the harbour, took it to the steel mill, come back to Forest Central. I forget how many episodes ago that was. Then today we came down past Forest South of the sawmill to deliver everything, and back up to city to repair and refuel. There wasn't much repairing, it was mostly refueling. And then next time we're going to come over to Oil Well Central and pick up loads and loads of stuff. And well, maybe we'll pick up loads and loads of stuff. It depends what's there. Normally it has some good things. Oh, this doesn't show our caboose on the wall map. It doesn't also show these other stops. Fair enough. But that's where we're going to leave it for today. Thank you everyone for being here. I do appreciate it. If you want to see more things that we do, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Otherwise, I do appreciate you stopping by. Thanks everyone. We'll catch you next time. Bye for now.